In order to save myself, I must destroy who I was told to be. Today we're going to be talking about why we hurt ourselves. Good morning and welcome to Transform Your Life in 15 Minutes. My name is McAdams. I'm an author. I'm also an accounting professor and a certified life coach. I specialize in personal and small business finance and also fitness. I help people reach their goals. And on this morning's live broadcast, this is where we're going to be doing 5-minute exercises, one each for the mind, the body, and the soul. I want to first take the time to thank you for tuning in to this live broadcast, and also for those of you that are watching the recording. As you can see, I'm so excited this morning, as I pretty am just about every morning, because it's a great day to be alive, and I hope that you feel that way as well, because guess what? Some of your friends didn't make it this morning. So welcome, and let's go ahead and get started. But of course, before we do, always two things I want to remind you. Number one is that this first session, this first mind exercise, is going to be like a little short exercise. It's going to take you maybe 5 minutes to learn, but it's going to take you a lifetime to master. And the second thing I want you to understand is this, very important, guys. I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm just here to help you unlock what's already inside of you. All right. By the way, I get a lot of response from people saying, what do you mean by that? One day I'll do a broadcast on exactly what I mean. But for those of you that know what I mean, you know what I mean. All right. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about why we hurt ourselves. So this is a part 2 in a 3-part series. So yesterday we talked about why self-love matters. And so today we're going to be talking about why we hurt ourselves. So with that being said, do you ever wonder why it is that we do the things that we shouldn't be doing, but we're doing them anyway? You know I'm talking about things like doing drugs or alcohol or gambling or smoking or gossiping or staying in the bad relationships or staying in bad situations. Those things. Why do we do those things? Is it because of what we were taught? Is it what we were used to? Are we trying to numb some feelings that we have? Are we trying to, what is it that we're trying to do? Well, the answer to the question is yes, to all those questions, in other words. All right, stay with me. I know it's pretty early, but just kind of stay with me. What I want you to understand is these are all things that we do to hurt ourselves. These are actually reactions to subconscious programming. Okay, so remember, I've done several lives these live broadcasts. I've done a lot of episodes on the power of the mind, the subconscious mind. So just kind of briefly, I want to explain to you the reason why I do that. Multifold. One, because I want you to know, and then two, because it really is powerful. So I want you to think in terms of like an iPod. So you remember the old iPod with the little click wheel on it? Well, I want you to know that your brain is similar, your mind is similar to that, with the wheel being your conscious mind. So that's where you actually press the play, right? And then your subconscious mind is the actual programs that you put onto the iPod. So imagine like when you buy an iPod, fresh out of the box, and I say, go ahead and play your iPod. Well, you can't play it because there's nothing on it. It hasn't been programmed. Well, guess what? We have been programmed, but this is the program that we're playing is the program from when we were young, from when we were a child, the things that we experienced. That's the program that we're playing. So if you're trying to figure out, why can't I stop doing this? Why am I overeating? Why can't I stop doing this? And I know I shouldn't be doing it. It's because it's a subconscious reaction. Consciously, you want to stop doing what it is that you're doing that's no longer serving you. But subconsciously, guess what? You're playing the old playlist from back when you were a child. Now, keep in mind, you may be saying, for some of you that let's say didn't have an abuse. Obviously, if there was abuse in your childhood, that's obvious why, it's still affecting you now. But let's say for those of us that didn't have like the abuse, there's still things that happened in our childhood that negatively affected us because when we experienced it, we felt it. I'll give you a quick example. All right. So pretend like let's say that you were in a household, and your mom had another small baby, and you were a little child. And so you were trying to get your mom's attention, but your mom was trying to, help the baby because baby was crying or whatever. So your mom told you just go over there and play, go over there and play. Now, she could literally just said that. No, just go over there and sit down and play. I'm trying to help the baby. But to you as a small child, remember, you are a child. Remember, right now you're an adult, but think back when you were a child or how children react to this. You felt hurt. You felt unworthy. You felt unloved because you wanted your mom's attention at that time and she wasn't able to give it to you. So that little bit of information that happened at one time was programmed within you because you felt so deeply about it at the time. Again, your mom didn't have to say anything abusive, so don't think it had to be something abusive. It could be the way that you interpreted it, particularly if there was some strong emotions and feelings connected to it. So then you grew up, with that same playlist, and later on your mom could have, played with you, whatever, but at that time you felt that. And remember, your emotional mind, your subconscious mind, is the emotional mind. So in other words, that's where the feelings are stored. So if you recall the chart that I showed, but I'm not going to show it today because it's like way over there. Like when I say way over there, it's like an arm's length. I'm not going to grab it. But when I show you that chart, or when I've shown you that chart before, we know that our subconscious mind is what determines our reactions or our actions. So if you're having trouble trying to figure out why you can't do what it is, it's because of your subconscious mind. Think in terms of like Pavlov's dog, particularly if it's something that's negative, right? If you know about Pavlov's dogs, we were conditioned as a child. That's where the programming happened. This is where our beliefs, our habits were initially instilled. And obviously, over time, we still added more playlists to it. But even though we think that we're trying to, let's say you say, well, I've done things to, I've done counseling, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you may have gotten rid of some of the playlists, but that one that was deeply installed from you, like that default programming, is when you were a child. So you may have erased some of the other stuff that was happening since then. But if you're still having trouble doing, stop doing the things that you want or need to stop doing, then understand it's because of that programming. Now, I get it. It doesn't, like for instance, consciously you're like, oh, I get it, there's things I could do. Keep in mind, guys, we walk around 95% subconsciously, meaning some of the things you don't even realize it. So the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is because the 4 stages of learning. Remember, I talked about that as well. Stage number 1 is knowing that you don't know. Okay? So now that you know, now we can do something about it. So in other words, stop beating yourself up. If you know that you're in an abusive relationship, or if you know that you're overeating, you know that you're smoking, you're gossiping, you're doing the things that you don't want to be doing, but now you want to stop it. Now you understand why. It's because of something that was programmed within you. Do you have to know what it was? No, you don't have to. But guess what? Understand that there are things that you can do in order to help get rid of that. And that's what we'll be talking about tomorrow. All right, so hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Somebody need to hear this. And if it wasn't for you, which probably was, but if you say it wasn't for you, then you know somebody who it was for. So please share this information. All right, you're not alone in this. And guess what? The empowering thing about this, because I don't want to leave on a negative note, not that it was negative, this is more about informing you. But the great thing about it is you have the power to do something about it. And that's why I'm excited about it. Because it's one thing for me to sit here and say, oh, this happened when you were a child, so therefore you have to live with it. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that this happened to you. Understand that this happened to you. So don't beat yourself up about it, because now that you understand that this is what happened, now we can say, okay, what can we do to fix it? All right, so that's where I want you to be right now. Say, oh, okay, I get it, Pia. Now I understand. I can stop beating myself up for not trying to, go to the gym, or stop overeating and stop eating my stuff, because it's my subconscious mind, but I know I can do something about it. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next portion. This is where we're going to be doing the body portion of these live broadcasts. Body, soul. So the mind portion was talking about why we do the things that we do to ourselves. Now we're going to move on to the body portion, where we're going to be doing some yoga. And then guess what? The third section that we're going to be doing, the third exercise, is going to be the meditation. And by the way, guys, I don't leave you hanging, right? The things that we're doing on this live broadcast, remember, it's all about transformation. Transformation is what? About change. So if you've been following me for a while, you are getting the changes, right? So in other words, this mind and the body, the soul is all about transformation and changing. Remember, it's about empowerment. So I'm empowering you to change the things that you want to change about yourself. And the things that, hold on, let me put my light on here. The things that are working for you, like if it works for you, then great, it works for you. I'm only trying to help you get rid of the things that are no longer serving you and help you understand those things. All right, so for this for this body portion, we're going to be doing just a little yoga routine. This is one where I'm going to invite you to participate with me. Yeah, you can sit there and watch me. Yeah, you can, if that brings you enjoyment. But remember, it's about change, so I'm inviting you to join me. We're going to be into the tabletop position, as if I didn't know that, right? We do it just about every day. Tabletop position, which means you're on your hands and knees, and you want to make sure that at first, before you get started, I want you to center, ground, and align yourself by taking your 3 deep Ujjayi breaths. All right? Once you get yourself centered, grounded, in alignment while you're in the tabletop position, I want you to take a few moments to set an intention. What is it that you want to accomplish for this next 5 minutes? All right? So while you're getting yourself ready, roll yourself out of the bed if you're on the West Coast, and if you're on the East Coast, if you haven't already gone to work, just take 5 minutes right now just to do some yoga. Yeah, you have your heels on, throw them off. Just put them off to the side, and you don't have to have a mat, just wherever you are, unless you're outside. Even if you're outside on the grass, but you don't want to get dirty. But you get what I'm saying, right? Just give 5 minutes for yourself. All right, go ahead and meet me on the mat. Palms directly underneath your shoulders. Knees directly underneath your hips. Nice neutral spine, not rounded, not arched, just neutral. Crown of the head facing forward. Draw the breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to drop your chin down to your chest. I want you to round through the spine. I want you to tuck your pelvic under. Inhale. Belly button goes down toward the mat. Stick your tailbone out. Arch your back. Relax those shoulders. Push them down away from your ears. And exhale to the cat. Now, even in this cat, you're still pressing the shoulder blades down away from your ears. Again, deep breath. Inhaling. This time as you exhale, I want you to curl those toes under. I want you to take it to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. Pedal your legs. Lifting the kneecaps to engage those quadriceps. Getting a nice deeper stretch on those hamstrings. Head is in alignment with your biceps. Press your chest toward your thighs and your knees. And then slowly start to walk your feet in toward your palms. Try to keep your palms on the mat. So if you need to, go ahead and just bend your knees. Just kind of take your time here. And once you get your toes up to the palms, I want you to slowly round yourself up. Taking it one vertebrae at a time. Making sure that your head is relaxed. Tadasana. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, swan dive the body forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Flatten out the back. Forward fold. Palms go down. Step back, right, left into the plank. Release your knee, chest, and chin. And as you inhale, bring the body to upward facing dog. Remember, relax those shoulders. And then as you exhale, curl the toes under and take it to downward facing dog. Now on the next breath, on the inhale, I want you to bring that right foot forward toward the fingertips and release your left knee down toward the mat. Uncurl the toes. And as you exhale, you're going to take it up to the low lunge. Just open up into the expansion. Relax those shoulders. Sternum is lifted up. Hips are pressing down. Good. And then exhale, go ahead and release. Take that right leg back behind. Place your hands on the small of your back with your elbows facing toward the back. And as you exhale, lean back toward your heels. This is a camel. It's a modified version. You can feel free to take your palms all the way down to your heels if you want to do the full camel. Otherwise, you can just do the modification. All right, exhale, release it down. Take those feet behind you. Extend that right arm out, right leg out toward the side. And as you inhale, take the arms up. And as you exhale, take the right arm down toward your ankle and that right leg. Left arm goes up and over. Relax the shoulder. And as you continue breathing, just release and surrender into the pose. On the exhale, take it up. Inhale again. This time as you exhale, we're going to place that left arm on your hip. Right arm goes up and over. Feel free to stay here. Or as you continue exhaling, you can release the left fingertips down toward the mat. Feel a nice long extension from the fingertips all the way down toward the toes. Again, just open up. Breathe into the expansion. Feel a gentle stretch on that right side. Inhale, and as you exhale, take it down. And then we're going to release our palms down flat. Take it back to the plank, and as you continue exhaling, release your knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, take it to upward facing dog. And then curl those toes under, and exhale the downward facing dog. This time, on the next inhale, you're going to bring the left foot toward the fingertips. Right knee goes down, uncurl the toes. And as you exhale, again, take it up to the low lunge. Relax the shoulder blades, open up the arms, bringing in all the positive energy. Remember, releasing any negativity, any stress, using the exhale. Exhale, release it down. This time, taking the opposite leg back. Hands go on the small of your back, and as you exhale, just release. Now for some of you, if you're having any strain or stress, just feel free to stay here, or if you can, just surrender into the pose. All right, go ahead and release it up on the exhale. Swing those legs behind, taking that left leg out toward the side. Draw the breath in, and as you exhale, left fingertips go down toward the left ankle, right arm goes up and over. Remember, if there's any strain or stress in your neck, feel free to modify by looking forward or looking down. On the exhale, release. Draw the breath in again. This time as you exhale, right arm goes on the hip, left arm goes up and over. You can take the fingertips down toward the mat. Nice deep stretch, nice deep breath. Relax the shoulders and breathe into the expansion. And on your next exhale, I want you to rotate so that your palms come down flat. Take it back to the plank. Release your knees down, uncurl the toes, and then take it all the way down. Drawing the breath in, and as you exhale, lift up to the cobra. And release it down. This time as you exhale, look up. Take it slightly over that right shoulder. And release. This time, over the opposite shoulder. And release. And this time, push your body all the way back to child's pose. Place your palms down on the mat, curl those toes under, and take it to downward facing dog. And I want you to slowly walk your feet in toward your palms. Stay here in Uttanasana, but I want you to clasp your fingertips on the outer parts of your elbows. Let the crown of your head bring your body weight naturally forward. On the exhale, just surrender into the stretch. Micro bend on those knees. Lift the kneecaps to engage the quadricep. Deeper stretch on those hamstrings. Release the fingertips down toward the mat and then slowly round it up. Again, taking it one vertebrae at a time. Making sure that your head is the last to rise. On the inhale, bring the arms up. And as you exhale, swan dive the body forward. Place your palms down flat. And then walk your feet out toward the edges of the mat. And as you exhale, release the tailbone down toward the mat. Take your palms together at heart center. Bow your head down. While we're in Malasana, go ahead and give some gratitude. Then release your palms down. Take them behind you as you slowly start to transition yourself into a comfortable seated position. Making sure that you're on your sits bones, not the fleshy part of your bottom. Now as we inhale, we're going to draw those arms up toward the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to release them down, back down to the earth. Again, nice deep breath, inhaling. And then exhaling. One more time, draw the breath in. And this time we're going to greet the palms together at the very top. And as you exhale, bring those palms down to your heart center. And namaste. Thank you for taking this time to do the yoga. So now this brings us to the third and final exercise, namely the meditation. And this is where the real change happens, because we're going to quiet our minds. And once the mind is quiet, it enables you to actually hear the things that you need to hear from God. All right, so to do this, we're going to be doing a 2-minute exercise, a meditation exercise. So the instructions are this. After we get ourselves centered and grounded by taking our 3 deep Ujjayi breaths, you're just going to continue breathing as you normally would. So don't try to manipulate your breath or any shape, form, or fashion. Just breathe normally. But I want you to count your exhales. Now, at any time while you're counting, you become distracted, again, by outside noise or internal noise or thoughts, okay? First, acknowledge the distractions. So you may acknowledge the thought that comes to mind. And then I want you to bring your focus, your attention right back to your breath and continue counting. But you want to start over with the count of 1. All right? Again, we're only going to do this for 2 minutes, guys. This is a great meditation exercise practice that you can do. And I ask you to do it just twice a day initially, particularly for those of you that's your first time meditating or you're new to meditation, you're having a hard time trying to clear your mind, which we know that's not possible unless you're dead, but we can quiet our mind. This is a great meditation exercise for you, all right? Do it at least twice a day, and I promise you, you'll see tremendous results. Like seriously, I can pretty much say I guarantee it if you're doing it, okay? You will see results if you just keep doing it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath. And exhale through your mouth. Again, nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose. And exhaling through your mouth. One more time, nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose. And this time as you exhale, go ahead and close your eyes. And begin your counting. Go ahead and release, relax, return, refreshed, and calm. You've done something good for yourself today. Thank you for taking the time to meditate with me. And also, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this live broadcast of Transform Yourself in 15 Minutes. Please share this information. Share it with your family and your friends. And don't forget, I always leave off with the word of the day. So your word for today is dazzling. I want you to have a dazzling day on this Friday. And I will see you the same time tomorrow.
Bye.